Good morning. We are continuing on with our probability unit. Today we're doing PO73 because calculating the probability of a single event is something that you will use again next year in pre-algebra. Is a big thing. Probability we see all the time. So it is a power objective. First thing we need to know is what is probability? Probability is the likelihood of an event happening. So scale of probability. So probability is what are the chances this is going to happen, right? The scale of probability looks like this. We go from 0% chance. Let me put it on top. We have a 0% chance that this happen. No way, no how. It will not happen. Are we going to Disney World today? Nope. 0% chance of that. Nope. You are not going to Disney World today. There's a 0% chance. You are at school. Nope. So, guys, we want to get through our lesson. At the opposite end, there's a 100% chance. We have a 100% chance that it is sunny outside right now. Because it is. That is definitely happening. Gianna's having a birthday today. 100% probability of that happening. It is her birthday, no matter what. 100% chance. What do you think is in the middle? 50% chance. What would be halfway from 0 to 50? 25%. Halfway from 50 to 100? 75%. So if something is under 50%, we say it's not likely. Over 50% would be likely. Obviously, the closer you get to 100%, the closer you are to it likely happening. Closer you get to 0, the closer you are to not likely happening. So for your probability, you need to think, what is the percentage of this happening? Is it likely to happen, not likely to happen? Melanie. It's a 50-50 chance. If it's exactly 50%, it's right in the middle. It could go either way. Equal probability of going either way. So you don't say likely or not likely at that 50%. Because it's 50-50. So we have a probability formula. We are going to be making fractions. And from the fractions, we know how to convert fractions to our percent. And the percent tells us what that probability is. On the top for our numerator is what you want to happen. On the bottom is what could happen. Another way of saying this is on top is our desired outcome. And on the bottom is our possible outcomes. So if we think back to our last objective, we said, okay, here's our event, flipping a coin. How many possible outcomes were there when we flipped that coin one time? Two, heads or tails. What if I want to flip heads, right? Whoever wins the coin toss gets the ball first at the game, right? You flip the coin, you call heads, you want it to be heads. What is the probability that you're going to get heads? So heads, there's one chance of getting heads in that coin toss, so that would be 1/2. You divide 1 by 2 and you get that 50%. What about if I roll a six-sided dice? There are 6 possible outcomes, but I want to roll a 2 or a 4. How many desired outcomes would that be? 2. I want to roll a 2 or a 4, so I have 2 desired outcomes out of the 6 outcomes. So I would do 2 divided by 6 to find out what that percentage is. So let's work with this a little bit, keeping in mind we have desired outcomes on top, total possible outcomes on bottom. So we want to calculate the probability of each event. Decide if the event is likely or not likely, and show your work. So we only have one event happening. So we looked at, the title of our objective is I can calculate the probability of a single event. So we don't have to worry about how many events are there. This one, there's just one event. Madison?
Oh, I know.
Oh, well, we gotta work through it first. So we have a bag that has 20 marbles in it. 3 of them are red, 8 are blue, 5 are white, and 4 are yellow. What would be the probability of choosing a red marble? So what I want you to tell me is I want you to tell me what our fraction looks like. What is our desired outcomes? How many is the desired outcomes? Melanie? 3, because there are 3 red marbles. So if I'm choosing a red, there are 3 chances of getting a red. So what is the possible outcomes? Lilia? How did you get 38? So be careful. It says you have a bag of 20 marbles. 3 are red, 8 are blue, 5 are white, and 4 are yellow. How many marbles do we have altogether? 20. So sometimes you have to do the adding. Sometimes it gives you that total number. So it's giving us our total number of 20 marbles. So we're going to use that.
Wouldn't it be 17 because you want the 3 red, so like the other, so you subtraction will come at 17 because that's what it is.
So look at our formula. Desired over possible. What you're talking about is odds. And we're not doing odds right now. Probability, we have the total possible number on the bottom. If we did desired over undesired, which is what you were saying, there's 17 left over, that would be telling me what the odds are of getting red. We're not doing that. Probability is saying we have 3 possible red ones that we want, 3 desired red, out of the total number of outcomes. So that is a way to do it, but it's a totally different objective. Okay, Connor?
Do we have to round decimal?
Yeah. Why would we round to the 100th place? What is our final answer going to be? Is it going to be a decimal? No. What did I say our final answer is going to be, Ava? It's going to be a percentage. So we're going to do 3 divided by 20, which gives me 2%. So this one already goes to that 100th place, so I don't need to round to the 100th because it's already to the 100th. So I want to see your fraction. I want to see what decimal you get, and then I want the final answer of our percentage. So 0.15 is what percent? 15%. Percentages always go to that 100th place. Am I done?
No.
Why not? What was that, Leo? Decide if the event is likely or not likely. I have to write that. If there's a 15% chance of getting a red marble, is that likely or not likely?
Not likely.
Not likely because it's closer to that 0. So I need to write that. So these are all the steps I want to see. I want to see your fraction. I want to see the decimal you get. I want to see the percent you get. And then I want to see if it's likely or not likely. So let's look at our next one. What is the probability of choosing a yellow marble? What is my fraction going to be? Lilia, 4, because there are 4 yellows over that total possible of 20. What is 4 divided by 20? What's my decimal? Bryn? 4 divided by 20? So be careful. 0.2. So you need to write the decimal. What percentage is that? It is 20%. It is not 2% because we need to go to that 100th place. So that is a 20%. Is that likely or not likely? Not likely. Melanie.
Do we have to write the decimal?
Yes. You have to go from fraction to decimal to percentage. Why do you think I'm making you go all the way? Fraction, decimal, percentage. Sawyer? That is showing our work. Why do we want to show our work, Conrad? Yeah, because if we're thinking that 0.2 is 2%, and when we go through the correcting, we can see, oh, it was 0.2, not 0.20. I get it. I see my mistake. What is the probability of choosing a blue or white marble? Who can tell me the fraction? Callie?
13 over 20.
13 white, blue or white. So I had to add my blue and my white marbles together. There are 13 altogether over my total possible outcome of 20, which gets me what decimal? 0.65, which is what percentage? 65%. Is that likely or not likely? Likely. It is over 50%, so it is likely to happen. What is the probability of choosing a red, white, or yellow marble? Madison. If I add together the red, white, and yellow marbles, I get 12 over my total possible of 20. What decimal do I get? 0.6, which is what percent? 60%, because remember, percentages always go to that 100th place. Likely or not likely? So, total possible. So we always, that denominator is always going to be the total possible outcomes. The numerator is how many desired. How many chances do you have of that desired outcome? If we look at our second page, we are doing more of the same. Shh. Friends, shh. I'm going to answer it if we can be quiet. It says calculate the probability of each event. Decide if it is likely or not likely. Show your work. I want to see your fraction. I want to see your decimal. I want to see your percentage. I want you to write likely or not likely. In this top section, we're using the letters of the alphabet. There are 26 of them. They are placed in a hat. Ava?
Are we counting Y first?
You guys are jumping ahead on me. Oh my goodness. Let me get to these. I will answer a lot of questions in my directions. So we have 26 letters of the alphabet placed in our hat. We need to choose vowels and choose consonants. What are our standard vowels? A, E, I, O, U. How many is that? Nope. I said standard vowels. A-E-I-O-U, which is how many? So that leaves how many consonants? 21. Because it says there's 26 altogether. 5 are vowels, 21 are consonants. You're going to have to figure out what numbers are your desired outcomes. On the bottom section, you have a standard deck of playing cards. See the next page if you are unfamiliar with those playing cards. He is telling us the clubs, the spades, the hearts, and the diamonds. To note, these top ones are black in color. The bottom 2 rows, oh, my pen is wearing out on me. Those bottom 2 rows are red. So the top 2 rows are black, bottom 2 rows are red. We've got clubs, spades, hearts, and diamonds. Use those to answer our questions on the bottom. If you know your deck of cards, it's easy. If you're not sure, I'm still giving direction. Thank you to people who are giving me your eyes. I appreciate that, sir. If you're not sure how many are in each suit, how many are red, how many are black, look at that next page and use that to help you count them. If you have questions, make sure you come see me. Remember what I said yesterday. Tomorrow is going to be a retake day. Friday is a retake day. I gave out all those practice works yesterday. If you have retakes that you need to do, get those practice works done when you're done with the homework assignment. Turn them into the blue tray so I can be correcting them. And make sure you're staying on top of all those practice works so we can get our retakes done. Packet number 12 is due next week, Friday. Work on that packet 12, even if it's extra credit. If you didn't make your map goal, you have to do it. If you made that map goal, we talked about it. I've checked in with everybody. It's extra credit for you. Do the extra credit. It's only going to help you. It's going to help you master the concepts. It's going to help your grade. No con this week, but we will have con assigned on Friday. So know that is coming. If you are watching this at home, I hope you are well. Have a wonderful day.